Hello, I'm here with Lorenzo Roma, a player that we've seen a lot of recently, both in the TCG and also playing Duel Links. I understand that you've been getting a lot into that. How have you been finding it recently?
The TCG format now or Duel Links in general?
Start with Duel Links, we'll get onto the TCG in a moment.
Duel Links is pretty good. It's at a pretty fast development race, which is... I like it that they give out a lot of sets quicker than in TCG, where we have to wait 4 months basically for a new set to come out. And in Duel Links, we call a format basically 2 weeks because it's that fast of how many boxes gets released, and everything drastically changes the meta because now archetypes get way more relevant. Games are way more fast-paced now. We have actual OTKs, but also the biggest difference, which I enjoy, is the system of dual skills actually, which have actual impact in the game, can fix consistency or impact the game in other ways, like stealing back row, getting a spell back from your grave, stuff like that. That just adds another dynamic to the game. Obviously, we kind of miss the extra deck options we have, but I think 5D is going to get released really soon, and that will be really exciting to play with Synchros for the first time and see which of these cards, especially Summon itself, will be the first cards that make Synchros actually decent in Duel Links.
Okay, but of course today we're here in Berlin for the European Championships 2018, so we're playing trading card games today. What deck have you chosen to bring to the event?
I'm gonna play Gouki. This is not completely the version I'm gonna play in the tournament, but this is what I'm been playing around with, and there's an interesting combo I found with the release of the Topologic Gumbler Dragon. In general, I think we're in a weird situation that you kind of are forced to play Gouki to do well, because I just think the Trickster against Gouki matchup is really one-sided. I did a lot of testing with my friends and also Jawad when I was in the UK, and I just saw Gouki easily beats Trickster, both going first or second. So I didn't think there's really a point to play Trickster and try to fix the Gouki matchup, because the Trickster mirror isn't, while I like it personally because of the playstyle and pace, it's objectively not the best mirror we ever had. It's a lot of who draws which tech cards, like Shared Rise, Mind Crush, stuff like that. Scapegoats, the die roll, a lot of these factors. So the mirror isn't an argument for playing it, in my opinion. But while the Gouki mirror is, in my opinion, completely RNG based, other than deck building really, because even if you don't perform the combos optimally, a simple extra link, it doesn't even matter what you put into the zones. If you just extra link Gouki, it can't play because they don't play any outs to it, no matter if you have Goblin or whatever with it. So that makes the mirror, of course, a bit bad, where you have to draw hand traps, hope they don't draw Called by the Grave. Other way around, the die roll gets a lot important. Everyone's gonna have pretty similar side decks where they side 6 hand traps on top. You have to hope to draw these as well, and also have to hope that they can't just play through them. But in the end, I just accepted it and have to play Gouki myself, because in the end it just beats every other deck pretty easily, and you just have to accept the mirror. And I think I'll see how I go on, and if at some point I just get eliminated from the tournament by playing a Gouki mirror and it doesn't go in my favor, it's not my fault, and I can live with that, obviously.
Okay, you mentioned a Gumbler combo there. That's one of the new cards from Battles of Legend. Can you show us through how that will play out?
So I can start the combo off regularly, how you would do any Gouki combo. We have Hornet Drones and any Gouki, ideally that isn't Hatbat or how's it called? Octus Stretch, sorry. So you normal the Gouki after your Hornet Drone and go into Isolde. Basically everyone should know that at this point. Get the same Gouki you got used for the summon. Summon it. Summon the Octus Stretch by sending the Divine Sword. Then just go to your basic stuff. Here you need to go in. Here what's important is you need to go into Cerberus, not into Goblin. What normally people play 2 Goblin for when you draw Ibli, but here you have to specifically go for Cerberus. Then you search the...
Is this for the link arrows of Cerberus?
No, it's for... it's gonna come up later for the attribute. And then you rematch, all standard, bring back 2 Goukis, go for Firewall. Doesn't matter on which side you do it, because the end field won't have Cerberus or Phoenix. Oh, then you do. I'll just skip past this, obviously. You add the sword and get your draws off of this. but like you just try to get to a point where you like grab the Ibli and a monster, and here you have Goblin. Then you summon the Ibli, get back the Nightmare. Here you should have
so this
one
is
of the
the
Gokis.
extra normal summon from your effect of Nightmare Goblin
exactly.
that you use for the Ibli added back with Firewall?
Yeah. And then you just normal summon the Ibli, bring back the Cerberus, summon a Gouki, and at this point you have to play Binary Sorcerer for the rest of the combo, where you then add another Gouki you didn't use yet. And at this point you link all these away for Curious.
So Curious is a card that we've seen before to send Imperial Order. People were sending to reset with the Griffin.
It's the same combo to this leader, but it's just like the goal you try to accomplish is different, because now you send the Snow, also get your Gouki and summon it with Firewall, and then you're just going to mill like 3 random cards you need for the Snow to banish. So at this point also, and then you go for your Gumbler here, then you just summon the added back Gouki from earlier, and at that point you have 15 extra deck. You have 15 cards in your grave, so you summon the Snow in your turn once and link these away into Phoenix. I'll link Phoenix away for Mermaid, then trigger the Gumbler Dragon once to discard 2 of your opponent's cards in hand, and you have drawn obviously a bunch of cards with the Nightmares. Also you can add back the Sword later, and in your opponent's Timber phase you can just summon the Snow again by banishing 7 and discarding another 4. And with 2 cards in hand against most decks nowadays, if they can't target your monsters and all their monsters lose 2000 attack, no one's playing board removals anymore, so it's pretty hard to get rid of this. Obviously this should be playing out instant win most of the times, and depending on the matchup you can also just try to hold the Snow and use the Snow as an actual disruption. It's not bad if you draw Snow, it's actually way better because you can just skip all the Curious stuff, because you actually use link 5 materials to make it, but you can skip all that and just discard it with one of your Nightmares in the combo. Snow in general was often a good card to extend plays. Turn 1, especially if you get hand trapped, you can easily still go for Gumbler and do these. I thought the combo would be pretty interesting, and I didn't see it before, even though I think it's really obvious because the Curious play was already done before, and now it just changed like how you use it. I'm just looking forward how people will use Gumbler, or if they even will use Gumbler. In my opinion, Gumbler is really important in a way that like Ra Sphere mode always was a big factor in beating this deck, and still is if you're not playing the Gumbler. But with Gumbler now, there's gonna be a lot of combos where you can just end on like even the combo with Link Orivo we will get in a few days, is where you have like no extra link, but you have like Goblin, Goblin, Gumbler and Trigate and loop the hand for 4. But that's also, I just think like incorporating Gumbler is really important in a way that you easily can Gumbler for 2 after you get hand trapped, which reduces the chances to come back even more. If you have a hand trap of your own, if you drew an Ash, depending on where they stop you also, you can often like still Gumbler them, which slims down the chances of winning even more. And against Trickster it's also big. Just 3000 attack is hard to get over, especially if you loop like for 3 cards off the hand, they have to draw pretty good to get rid of it instantly. So I just think Gumbler is really given this deck even more edge that it already had.
Excellent. Well, I wish you all the best of luck for the tournament. I hope your combos work out.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.